Hello, I'm High Heel Knight. Welcome to my channel. This is my miniature movie review of Ready or Not. It's a dark comedy horror film. The story is about a beautiful young woman named Grace. She marries into a very wealthy American family. I'm talking old money. And everything seems wonderful, but her new husband doesn't inform her until after the ceremony that she must play a game with her brand new in-laws. The game is chosen at random, and most of the games are harmless and general games like checkers, badminton, pachinko, or whatever. But if she draws hide and seek, things are going to get very bad very swiftly. And unfortunately, Grace draws hide and seek. So she must hide inside the manor until dawn. If she can remain hidden until dawn, then she'll win. But if the family finds her, they'll sacrifice her in a dark ritual. So, what did I think of the movie? I loved it. It was wonderful. It was fantastic. It was gory. It was thrilling. I absolutely loved this movie. Now, I will say I didn't enjoy the first act as much as I probably could have if I did not see the trailers. Unfortunately, the trailers gave away a lot of the surprise deaths that happened in the first act of the movie. So, although the act is wonderful, because I knew those deaths were coming, I didn't get as much shock value as some of the other folks in the audience who didn't know about it. Other folks in the audience, they were just like, whoa, and everything. I was like, okay, I knew it would happen. So I'm enjoying myself, but I kind of wish I did not see those trailers, or else I would have had even more enjoyment with that first act. But still, the movie continues, and it's still wonderful. Second act's awesome. Third act is awesome. The ending is fantastic. The ending could have gone one of two ways, and it looked like it was going to go one way, but all of a sudden it goes another way. And I was like, wow, I would have been happy if it went that way. I'm happy that it went that way. Either way, I was happy. So yes, I definitely enjoyed this movie. Another thing I liked was that Andie MacDowell plays the mother-in-law. I've had a quiet crush on Andie MacDowell for a very long time, so it was just nice to see Andie MacDowell in this movie, and she looks so glamorous, so gorgeous, so sophisticated. So I really enjoy seeing Andie MacDowell. On the negative front, and I do have some negatives, and this is going to get into a bit of spoilers, so, just as the trailers will slightly spoil, if you don't want to know any type of spoilers, I recommend jumping to later in the video, but this is your bit of warning. So anyway, set up the rules that Grace has to hide inside the house. They've locked all the exits electronically. She has to hide inside the house. So there comes a point where she escapes the house. She physically escapes the house. So I'm thinking, okay, the game's over. The family's lost. But no, the game's not over. They're still hunting her. Okay, well, maybe she has to escape the property. And there comes to a point where she escapes the property of the family. And I'm like, the game's over now, right? No, the game's not over. So I'm like, well, you just keep moving the goalposts, you keep moving the end zone. It's like, well, there got to be consequences or some type of outcome for changing up all these rules, or or if we could just make things up. Then what all these rules matter or not? Now, to the film's credit, the in-laws sort of argue about that throughout the film. Like, is it really important to use these weapons? Is it really important to use this outfit? Is it really important to do this? Doesn't any of this matter as long as the person that's sacrificed before dawn? So, to the film's credit, it is sort of acknowledging that it's tripping up on its rules and lore. But still, if it's a game, there needs to be rules. And if you break the rules or you change things up, there should be some type of consequences or some type of adjustments or things like that. If you're playing basketball and you suddenly like go out of bounds and make a basket, the ref's only like, I'll put it anyway. Like, no, it doesn't count as a shot, because if it counts as a shot, everyone will go nuts. So that was something that very frustrating me. Another thing that was frustrating is that if the sacrifice has to be alive, then why is the family hunting with lethal weapons? Why are they using guns? Why is one character using a giant battle axe? How do you plan on subduing a person with a giant battle axe? Now, there is one character that uses a tranquilizer gun, and it makes sense that that character is apparently the smartest person out of this whole situation. But still, if you need the sacrifice alive, why use these incredibly dangerous, lethal weapons? But, you know, as they say, sometimes you just gotta go with it. You think too much, you know, the mystery unravels and your suspicion of disbelief unravels. So, like I said, it's frustrating, but hey, I still enjoy the movie. Like I said, it's thrilling, it's gory, it's exciting. It even has a twist towards the end that I should have seen coming, but I didn't. So kudos again to the movie for having a twist that I should have seen coming, but didn't. Yes, I highly recommend Ready or Not. It's wonderful. Go check it out. And if you have seen the movie, I would love to know what you thought of the film. Be sure to share whatever comments you like in the comment section. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, or dislike, share, and subscribe. Once again, I'm High Heel Knight. Thank you for watching, and remember, find inspiration everywhere.